Welcome back to Character Select. Dave and Kylen and DCL back for more Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, the final episode. For real this time, I promise.
For real this time.
After Zadornov escapes the 7th time, you go to the training mission, you find him, and this happens. Eventually.
Big boss!
He wasn't a threat until he raised his other hand.
My work is done. What are you talking about? V for victory! Rocket! Peace!
Oh my god. Quick, put your hand up vertically in front of your face.
It's sad because we're missing the reactions, but it's okay. It's not the last we've seen of this.
It's like, what the fuck? His arm came off? His hand fires?
Well, I think it was Dragon Ball Abridged where it has. There's only 2 reactions to a rocket punch. That is so fucking cool, and oh my god, that's retarded.
Yep.
Not right here. I'm thinking he had a friend.
Someone inside MSF. Huh?
What's going on?
It's Zeke. It's moving.
What?
There's somebody inside. I can see them. Snake, get up here. Pronto.
Also, yeah, everybody was... this whole thing has been about V for peace. You know, the peace sign. V used to be V for victory. Yeah. Very different connotation.
I'm pretty sure that the difference is whether you have your hand facing them or your hand backwards.
Yep.
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, one of them is peace, one of them is victory. That's why you flip the hands, depending.
Alright, who could possibly be inside Metal Gear Zeke? The automated weapon that apparently now has a person inside it.
Took you long enough, big boss.
Once again, we're missing the reaction.
Yeah.
Boss. Get down from there before you hurt somebody.
I just realized he's asleep.
What's going on?
Come on, Paz, get out of here.
Oh, I am myself all right.
And then we had the reaction of, why the fuck is she in her underwear? And then we realized it's because it's fucking hot as shit in there. It's not meant to have a person inside.
Yeah. Her nudity has an excuse. The camera less so.
Down.
I can't. The controls aren't responding.
Then how's it moving?
I made some.
The answer is, of course, fan service. But, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, Zadornov escaped because Paz helped them.
Paz, what are you...
Never thought I'd be into machines, huh?
Then Zadorov's escape
Yeah.
was a diversion.
Paz,
And she
What
used
are you
the
doing?
time while we
I'm
were
taking it
looking
back.
for it
Taking it back.
to
Where?
modify
To
everything.
our leaders. To Cypher.
The Scythe.
Cypher.
But
This weapon is Cypher.
also, for everybody that's terribly concerned about the fact that she's 16, she's 22.
I am Pacifica.
Yeah, which we learn later, you know.
Yeah. She just very specifically looks 16 so that she can be
My age, my mission.
she can be a better infiltration
My
agent.
entire life has but one purpose. To carry out Cypher's plan.
I'm reluctant to say, dear audience, that
Then
this is
that's
the
battle.
dumbest
The
twist I have
angel of
ever
this
encountered.
crap. The whole team with a
Because I'm
dream.
sure there's
I am
one
with all of it.
that's worse.
Paz, you can't.
Just because it's not coming to mind doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, we had the whole talk about, like, how, at least from my perspective, it's not a dumb twist.
Project is finally about to reach its
Especially
goal.
since Metal Gear loves its fucking double agents, and kind of the point of the double agents is that you don't know there are going to be a double agent.
Yeah. And there's a lot of background stuff that
Once upon a time,
We
you
didn't
can
play.
look
there
at.
were
Yeah.
two young men who
Alright, this is
idolized the
actually
hero,
kind of important.
The boss. One day, they suddenly lost the point of origin. This cipher, that was like a mother to them. Unable to come to terms with their sorrow, they each decided to carry on the will of their hero. But they could not agree on what that meant. In the end, they became bitter enemies. And the zero from which they both started was split into two.
Oh my god, we divided by 0.
And you have been on the wrong path ever since. There is no happily ever after waiting for you in the end, unless you obey the will of Cypher. Where does an army without borders call home? A state without borders, of course. A world without borders.
A world without borders.
The Cold War order is about to collapse. The age of electronic intelligence is about to begin. The NSA, CSS, NRO, DIA, etc., etc. The intelligence community that has long bickered amongst itself will be united in a world governed by electrons. Cypher will gather all information, watching over the world and guiding the will of its people, all while they remain blissfully unaware. There will be no one to oppose them. For the first time, the world will be ruled by a single will.
Yeah, that sounds like Kylen.
Until the new order is in place, you and your army will be the force that protects it. You will be Cypher's deterrent, pulling the wool over the eyes.
Sorry, what? I zoned out.
I said the world will all be governed by electrons and artificial intelligence. You know what that sounds like?
To retain control of MSF and Zeke.
That's an offer.
Metal Gear Solid 2, the end of the game.
And with it,
Oh, right, we had this discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, the
You
wall of
are
text,
deciding.
Distracted you.
Able to do that. You are too afraid to let go.
I was made to fight.
Look, all I'm saying is I still kind of agree with the villains in
Then what do you call
MGS2.
this? Is it a gun
Yeah.
too? You are a lousy liar. Admit it. This thing is a monstrosity. A
Who
product
did
of
this
your own fear. But not Cypher.
MGS2 was fucking 2001.
Cypher's going to
Yeah,
control
no.
guns.
Control.
Let me look up where
That
Postmark
is right.
was.
Not deter. Control.
2010.
It is the ultimate approach to the illusion of peace.
Control power. You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. So this game came out in 2010. Metal Gear Solid 4 came out in 2008.
Is received.
Which means that there's a lot of call forwards in this that don't make sense to Kylen because we haven't played that game yet.
Nuclear strike
Nope.
mode.
What?
I'm taking the
There was also the
weapons used
conversation
to
about how
launch
it's
a
kind of cool
nuclear
how she
strike on the
mentions
east coast of the
Zeke and
United
its power,
States.
You're
because
insane. What do you
depending on
want?
how much you
But
build up
wait.
Zeke depends on
Here's
how
your
powerful it is.
consolation prize.
that is, I
We
mean,
are about to show
that
the
is a
world just how
massive
dangerous
fuck you
a
from the
gang of
developers,
outlaws.
which I
An
very
army
much
without
appreciate.
borders can
Yeah,
be.
so if you get
Hey,
all
look,
the
play the fun
components,
robot game. Oh, now by the way, you're
And you will be
screwed.
wiped
Yeah.
off your face
I like that.
rather than heroes.
when you after you
As a
finish the game,
well-armed extremist
you do get the
cult
opportunity to fight it again, and it does increase in power if you get more components again.
You will give
So you can
Nice.
just keep making it harder and harder.
An age of deterrence defined by its fear of extremist cult influence.
Which honestly, their plan isn't bad, except for the fact that I don't want them to do it to me.
When all is said and done,
It is
this
more their
nothing but
means.
fantasy.
The other problem with their plan is that it involves a giant robot, which we all know is absolutely susceptible to attack by a single foot soldier.
Stop me.
As long as that foot soldier is Big Boss or Solid
The
Snake.
peace sign
Well, I
of
mean,
the
or
British
Raiden,
or
victory.
Raiden,
Yeah, right, yeah.
But to be fair,
But-
Raiden was specifically to try to recreate Big Boss without
Right.
the specific genetics.
Right, so, you know, like, that sort of means that giant robots are susceptible to foot soldier attack. It's not like there's one exception.
Yeah. It's
Well,
true.
it's like saying, hey, if you're Bruce Lee, you know, you could just kick anybody's ass. But you gotta kind of be Bruce Lee.
Alright. So
Sure,
now we're gonna
Bruce Lee's
do.
not the-
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was like, yeah,
Should-
sure, Bruce Lee's not the only badass, but you gotta get to that level.
It's true. You gotta work to be as good as Bruce Lee. Don't need that, don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Or, well, I'm gonna bring the analyzer for reasons.
For reasons. I actually
Yeah.
don't know what you're trying to.
I want great curry, not special curry. I want some tea chips. I want some 0-calorie soda. And we'll take a shield.
Don't
and-
forget you want battle dress.
I thought about that. I think I can do it without the battle dress. I think.
Oh, we're gonna be here a while, folks. Get settled in.
Survival.
Alright, let's go. So she's going to launch a nuke so that everybody suddenly becomes afraid of MSF and unites against extremism as a result.
He wants to use the fear to help kick launch his plans.
We've got to stop her, whatever it takes. Awaiting your orders.
Stop
Okay. And then there's the awesome fucking song.
Banging anime theme song. Go.
Stop Park before she can launch that nuke.
Nice thing about the law is it reloads super fast.
Use it as cover so long as they're open.
Doo-doo-doo. Oh god, don't shoot me, please. Stop that. Thank you. Boom!
You're the one in the giant robot. Damn me, you're the one in the giant metal robot.
Yeah, I think you're the one that's cheating here, right? Uh-oh,
Well,
not
you're a
laws.
legendary soldier, I have a giant robot. Odds seem pretty fair to me.
Edge of the deck.
Considering that the anime theme song is playing,
Oh.
it's just the law of inverse ninja.
No.
Oh,
You gotta be like
total
right under
fail.
it.
He's gonna eat that right away. Okay. Gotta keep running.
God, I love anime theme songs. Why are they so awesome?
Because we're weak! No.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, sure, but there's something about the instrument combination and the voices, and they're just so good.
Give me a wall. Give me a fucking wall. Raise the goddamn...
First, make sure you're safe by pressing up against the wall. Then use the L1 button to locate the enemy's position.
Can't shoot. Okay, don't shoot. See if I fucking care. Oh, I can't do it.
Didn't
She's
work.
on the wrong platform anyway. Fucking
Yeah.
hell. What up?
Did you get yourself stuck?
Cool.
That's kind of fun.
I'm gonna do a thing while you're doing that. Thanks. Doo-ba-doo.
Okay.
Glitch! We found a glitch!
I'm honestly not upset by
I've
this.
never seen this, like, at all. What the shit?
I wonder if I can.
Fabulous.
Might need to give that to Speedforms. If there's anybody speedrunning Peace Walker for some reason, they might want
Oh,
this tech.
we fucking can. Nice.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh, you might have knocked her out of it. You might have knocked her out of it.
That's okay. That was
Who's got a
free.
free shot? Oh, wait, shoot her. She's done. She's...
Control panel is on the edge of the deck.
All
there
right,
we
so
go.
she's gonna attack the gun platforms because she's an
That was
idiot.
good. Oh, I missed. Oh
No.
no, it hit anyway!
Zeke's getting distracted by the gun platform.
I always just love that little...
Chance to attack.
So visceral. And I have no idea why the robots make that sound.
The
Yeah.
It is kind of weird. I mean, it sort of made sense when it was the AI ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? For Zeke. Zeke's is specifically not made with any AI.
Right.
Out of ammo. Wait for it to
Oh, fucking really? All right, back to law.
Sorry, I'm fucking in now.
Let him have it.
Okay. Oh, missed.
At least you didn't get fucking actually crushed by. Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't wear the bellow over this time. There you go. It's so weird not hearing you like actually press the button because it looks like you're just doing nothing.
Yeah. All right. Nope. Bad timing. Carly Gustav right in the face.
I still have not delivered my mouse. These motherfuckers. It's out for delivery. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that just means that it's going to show up eventually. They got a lot of routes to do.
If you live in a small town,
We live in a society, DCL.
Reporting the strike for now.
Oh man, this was such a process
fuck.
the first time. We had to learn how to like get the missiles to actually launch, and
Yeah.
like it was a process. You guys are getting the streamlined version so much. And also all the time we died.
Yep.
We died a lot. It took like an hour. Honestly, this is going super well.
This is going
you're not
great.
even in the battle.
Got her.
And game.
We weren't even in the battle armor, just aced her.
GG.
Well, I'm glad I could cause untold amounts of damage to our fucking deterrent. Thanks, Cause. Jesus.
It is no use. Zeke is out of my control. This is where it ends.
Maybe you shouldn't have started it.
Listen to me, Big Boss. As long as your army is needed, the world will never know true peace.
I mean, she's kind of right in a paradoxical way.
Yeah.
They will use you, disgrace.
The problem with a world that constantly needs soldiers is that the world will constantly need to replace soldiers. And then she's dead.
What a colossal waste.
Yeah, right? All of that, and your plans didn't actually work in the end anyway.
Pass.
Can't get over how stoic and cool everybody looks with the fucking art style.
Yeah.
I know, right?
The
That
art
art style
style
is really
is so
bad.
good.
That is awesome. It's great.
I think they used it for Portable Ops as well, but they didn't use it for any of the other games.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's
nice.
the concept artist who's the one who was doing the comics, who's been with Kojima like forever, and I think he's still with him.
She had everybody fooled, me included. Can't believe I didn't pick up on anything.
Snake, there's no point in beating yourself up over the past. But hey,
Yeah,
maybe you should put
I
in
mean,
some
it was 3
practice
minutes
again,
ago.
Zeke, in case this sort of thing ever happens again. In any case, I need to go talk to Dr. Strangelove.
Happens again?
Zeke still isn't ready.
Huey, safeguards.
Oh man, you think Huey understands that? You think Huey understands ethics and safeguards? Just you wait for 5.
Please put in a failsafe.
Biometrics,
that is-
something,
yeah.
please.
Please put in a failsafe shutdown system that if somebody then circumvents
How's
it,
it going?
activates a failsafe shutdown system.
Right?
And do that like 6 times.
At least 3 layers deep.
Really? Well, that's good.
Beyond that, it's up to the creator. Stop! Don't come any closer, Doctor.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Do you
Oh, give me a
Do
second.
you despise
It's somebody at the door.
Doctor, are you asking me out?
No, not at all.
No? Pity. Because I've just had my heart broken by someone else.
What?
I only like those who can stand on their own. If you fancy me, then come walk with me. Who knows what miracles might happen. Love is blind after all.
But you have to
Speaking of
walk,
things that
dude.
just came out of left field.
I'll be waiting.
Don't worry. As is appropriate with choices that come out of left field, it is a very bad choice.
It's a very bad choice.
Honestly, like the peaceful music and everything is playing, but he's literally just the rebound choice. It is actually I've fallen out of love with Boss. I guess you'll do. That is actually what it is.
Snake!
Yeah, what's up?
Snake. Sup?
Snake! Do I have to kill another Zeke? Please say no.
Zadornov escaped again.
Zadornov's corpse has disappeared. Mother.
That name Poss mentioned at the end. Cipher. It's a code. It means empty. It also means... 0. A world of electronic intelligence, built on codes. And at the center of it all, a 0. Cause... look, boss. I owe you an apology. Hear me out, okay? Sure. I, knew Poss and the Professor. I knew who they really were all along. Cause... I used them. I suppose you were the one that brought them to Columbia in the first place, huh? Guilty as charged. Poss wasn't just CIA, you know. She was working for the KGB, too. And for this Cipher group. In other words, she was a triple...
She was a triple, double, quadruple agent.
Wait, let me finish.
That's the one thing I do agree with. The triple agency stuff is always kind of dumb.
If it weren't for them. This mercenary business we built. Someday it's going to be a
So
new
we didn't
driving
unlock it
force
because
in
you have
the
to
world
S-rank
economy.
every mission in the game.
Oh, Jesus.
But at the end
The
of it,
Cold War's not
Kaz
gonna last
reports
forever.
to Cipher.
Sooner or later, it's going to give way to an era
Really?
of regional
Yes.
conflicts and terrorism. A paradigm shift from
That's weird.
counter-communism to
Yep.
counter-terrorism.
Because I know for a
In the
fact
new
he's
age,
not on Cypher's
armies will
side.
be tied
He
to
is
states,
not.
And war will become a business.
Ultimately, he
Will
ends
be a
up being...
valuable
Right now,
There'll
he's
be clients
absolutely
all over
supporting
the
Big
world
Boss.
who need our
And he never
services.
stopped supporting Big Boss.
MSF is only the
But
beginning. What we're
he
creating
only started
is a
supporting Big Boss
revolution
because he was a
itself.
Cipher agent.
Am I right?
No?
Hmm?
It's not going to be that easy.
Yep.
That's not
What do you
history,
mean?
is it?
Yeah.
This whole piece
That's not how they
thing
met.
has left our mark on the history of the old order.
I think Cipher might have recruited him after
We've put
Portable Ops,
ourselves on
but...
the radar
or
of
during-
intelligence
before Portable
agencies
Ops,
and
but-
governments east and
No,
west.
because
The whole
I'll
world
say it after
knows
this.
about us now, including that Cipher outfit. We've let ourselves interfere with the times, with the Cold War system of deterrence. We're an army without a flag. We weren't supposed to take sides in international affairs, but we did. I see your point. So what happens to us now? We'll be hunted. Not everybody's gonna be happy with us, huh? You're damn right. We upset the global military balance of power. And these people would rather our army without borders not exist at all? They're gonna come knocking real soon. There's no turning back now. We're a wrench in the old system of deterrence. As long as the times refuse to change, we're gonna make a hell of a racket. Then who are we gonna fight? The establishment. Anybody who tries to restore the old balance wants to snuff us out of existence. Which establishment? It won't be a particular country or ideology that hunts us. Who then? We are gonna be fighting the biggest beast of all. The Times.
Because that's always
10
going to
years
end
ago,
well.
The Times rejected the boss and killed her. And now, we're the ones being tested. Will the Times erase us? Or work with us? It's gonna be a lonely battle. No good or evil. No winners or losers. Business will have to wait. The question we have to ask ourselves now is, can we survive long enough to see the 21st century? I'm with you, boss. We'll see how it turns out together.
So I have the text of the secret file here. I'll read it once we've got a
The hunt
moment.
is on, Kaz. And the whole world's on our tail. Assemble the men.
You know, the first time I watched this,
Mhm.
I was convinced all up to that last line that Boss was going to turn around and cap Kaz. You do not run a psyop with live ammo on your boss And the answer is not summary execution.
Well, I mean, you do if your boss is Big Boss.
Holy shit, how did he get away with that?
Because it really is a case of, he was playing both sides to get the money.
So,
oh, man.
We've seen this before. There's a little more information added. Admits to collaborating with the CIA, Ho Chi Minh campaign, Fall of Saigon reunites North and South of Vietnam, Soyuz 19 and Apollo 18 dock in orbit, FSLN overthrows Somoza in armed uprising, helping realize the Nicaraguan revolution. Soviet Union invades Afghanistan.
Oops.
Huey becomes a father. He names his son Hal in 1980. Gorbachev comes to power in the Soviet Union. Another period of détente begins. Berlin Wall falls. Costa Rican government persuades Panama to abolish its military. Big Boss triggers the Outer Heaven uprising in Operation and is shut down by Operation Intrude 1313. Miller is found assassinated in his home by an unknown assailant. So that directly places when Metal Gear Solid is, which is 2005.
Yep.
So
2005.
So then there's the credits. So while this is running, I'm just going to read this out. So the secret file is Kaz. It's me. Smoothly, naturally. No, Big Boss doesn't know the truth. No, Langley hasn't decided what to do yet. Their hands are full with their own mess. True, LaBianca is in the same boat. Yes, other eyes continue to watch, but no sign of contact so far. Exactly. It's a non-state army to use however they want. They probably decided there's no sense in wiping them out just yet. Better to make use of them. Indeed they have. There's a site near Angola, and we fully validated the AI as well. Agreed. In the end, a machine is just that, a machine. Sigint was right. It seems it's time for a change in approach. Machines are best suited to specialize in high-level data processing. Yes, of course. Speaking of which, any news on the Suns? Two already, really. But they're strictly an insurance policy, yes? So that's the idea. Wonder how Big Boss will respond. Yes, but I'm only interested in the business angle. Like I said before, I'm neither an enemy nor an ally. I'm merely a business partner. Don't forget it. Yes, I'll be in touch, my dear Zero.
I forgot. So there was... that gets explained later in Metal Gear Solid 4, so I can't say everything. Yeah. That does make sense. But yeah, no, the way they made that Snake and Miller met, because this is not a spoiler because they never directly bring it up, I don't think. It's probably in the log somewhere. But basically, Snake and Miller met on the battlefield as Miller, I believe at the time, was working for the American Army, or rather the Japanese Army. I'm pretty sure it was the American Army.
It was during portable ops, so...
Pretty sure it was the American Army? What's up?
Miller was the first person that met Snake in portable ops, and was the guy that came up with the whole recruitment idea.
Well, no, because they had met before on the battlefield. Because what had happened is Snake had actually beat Miller, and Miller was just like, okay, I surrender. And then when he was about to get recruited, Miller tried to pull out a grenade and blow themselves back up, and then Snake basically CQC'd that out of his hand. And then rather than killing Miller, he was like, dude, why were you willing to just die rather than like accept surrender? And he basically pulls like a Samurai Bushido line about like rather accepting death than defeat. And Snake's just like, dude, okay, that's so metal, I actually want to recruit you. And they became friends after that. I'm paraphrasing a lot of it, but basically Miller tried to a la Snack Bar himself, and Snake actually respected the move.
In 1972, 2 years prior to the Peace Walker incident, Miller's travels eventually led him to Colombia, where he got himself as a position as a drill sergeant for a band of revolutionaries, despite never having seen a day of combat. It was during this time that he gained the name Master Miller. 2 months later, he and his guerrillas fought against the Colombian regime at the time, but they were caught in an ambush. He was injured. In the aftermath of the battle, he met the enemy commander, Big Boss, who was fighting for the government forces. Big Boss attempted to get him to surrender, although Miller claimed he was unable to show his hands, resulting in Big Boss informing Miller that his men were already dead. Miller then mentioned that he came all the way from Japan, as his place was on the battlefield, and requested that Big Boss act as his kaishaku, an executioner for dishonored warriors, part of the Japanese ritual known as harakiri. However, Miller actually intended to distract Big Boss to pull his trump card. He prepared to take his own life with a grenade that was concealed behind his back, and ensure Big Boss died with him as a last stand. However, Big Boss managed to stop Miller by clasping Miller's hands, thus preventing the grenade's lever from being released. Though Big Boss's men insisted on shooting Miller, Big Boss decidedly ordered them to stop. Miller then ended up falling unconscious, then up before declaring that Japan won't lose again. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Big Boss was impressed with his spirit, likening it to that of a samurai, and had him recovered from the battlefield. He then placed him in a field hospital at the government soldiers' base to recover.
Yeah, so DCL was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miller is Japanese American, and his whole story is that basically his life sucked, just straight up. He wasn't accepted in Japan because he was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy, and then when he went to America for his father, he found out his father was a deadbeat, severely depressed, and was just inviting him because he was lonely. And then when Miller left for the military, his father ended up killing himself, and then his mom just died to sickness. So Miller's whole thing is that he's never really had a place to call his own, which is why he's so super hard up on the MSF angle. And he wants to also take down borders and make a world without borders.
Right.
Man, what a painstakingly created backstory for a character who never actually appeared in the original game.
Right.
I don't think, like, I don't even know where that whole thing is, like, explained. This wiki doesn't tell you. It's just like, no, this all happened, and it's like, but when?
I learned this from a combination of codec called, I think, reading one of the books way back when, and then also YouTube videos. Because there are the books, right? Like, you don't even learn about the full story of the boss, unless you read one of the novelizations. Where
yeah,
then
but
it goes
you know
into
enough.
Yeah. Basically, Boss's story is that the government fucked her over at every single turn it could.
Yeah. Also, she gave birth and gave a cesarean section to herself during World War II, June 6th, 1944, on the beach. It's like, what? I don't think that's how that works.
Well, the point is that Boss was a badass.
Yeah. Alright, so, and then we have the last scene, which is not the secret call, but, you know, we've already read that too, so it should be fine.
We will forsake our countries. We will leave our motherland.
It's a hell of an opening line there,
Become one with this earth. We have no nation, no philosophy, no ideology. We go where we're needed, fighting not for country, not for government, but for ourselves. We need no reason to fight. We fight because we are needed. We will be the deterrent for those with no other recourse. We are soldiers without borders, our purpose defined by the era we live in. We will sometimes have to sell ourselves and services. If the times demand it, we'll be revolutionaries, criminals, terrorists. And yes, we may all be headed straight to hell. But what better place for us than this? It is our only home, our heaven and our hell. This is utter heaven.
And this whole game is basically Big Boss's Start of Darkness, or at least explaining why going from having to kill the boss to being the bad guy happened.
And then Metal Gear Solid 5 is the further explanation of that.
But next time on Character Select, first of all, we'll be playing a different game. But when we return to the Metal Gear Solid series, the next game that we play will be Ground Zeroes. We're going right to Metal Gear Solid 5, everybody.
Yeah.
we have Big Boss's story to conclude before we finish this whole series.
We saw the conclusion.
No, we haven't.
Actually, we literally have not.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is still Big Boss's story.
No, I know. What I mean is we saw the end in Metal Gear.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Good point.
So we did see the conclusion.
Yeah.
Technically speaking.
Okay. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Kylen, no.
But no. But no.